Sponsored by Aztec Brewing Company. People come for our great beer and stay for the live music. Come visit us at 2330 La Mirada Drive, number 300 in Vista, California. Cheers.
Hey, Internet world, how's it going out there? My name is Trey Hill. We are the Trey Hill Trio. Welcome to Wildcat Guitars. We're going to play you some music tonight. She's got something, a little bit of everything. She's got something, dynamite with angel wings. Whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, oh. I wasn't looking for love that day. I'd had enough of it. So many times I'd let my heart break. I threw the towel in. She caught my eye when she said hi. Here I go again. But she's got something, a little bit of everything. She's got something, dynamite with angel wings. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. People say that I'm in too deep. Well, I've heard all that before. But something special about this girl. Her soul's an open door to a world that isn't abstract. But here I go again. But she's got something, a little bit of everything. She's got something, dynamite with angel wings. She's got something, a little bit of everything. She's got something, dynamite with angel wings. Whoa, all right, how we doing out there, y'all? Hopefully good. That new one, that's a new one that we're putting out coming up this next month, so be checking that one out. We're starting out with that one. We're going to take you into the next one right here. I released a record last year called The Search for Something Good, and this one's on that one. So here's a little Better Day Bound for you. My nights could get easier and a rain cloud blocks my sun. I'm Now, my first ever single is a song called Wish I Met You Then, and we're going to play that one right now, all right? Guys, this is way too much fun. Thanks for tuning in here at Wildcat Guitars. We appreciate you. Special shout out going out to Aztec Brewing Company out there for helping us out with this live stream. And with that being said, that was the first single I released. This next one's called Afterglow. I moved out here to California after 20 years in Nashville, Tennessee, and I found myself really needing a change, and I got that. I found it in a little spot called Oceanside, California. And this next one's kind of written about Oceanside. You'll hear Oceanside in a couple of these tunes, but this next one's called Afterglow right here. single that you can find is a song called Clean, and we're going to play that one right here for you. I watch it burn. That's my latest single, Clean. You can check that out on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you stream music at. Now, this next one is a super secret song right here. It's super secret that it hasn't even come out yet, and it's not even. We haven't even got the finished vocal on it yet. So you're getting a new song before anybody hears it right here. And this song's called "It's Just Life." And we're going to play it for you after I tune this guitar, because we're at Wildcat Guitars. It's super important. I need a tune, you know what I'm saying? Can't be out of tune, you know. Guys, thanks again for watching this live. We appreciate you. My name's Trey Hill. This is a Trey Hill trio right here. Jim over here on bass. Jim.
Hey, everybody.
We got Joe back here on the drums. And this next one, look for it about fall, maybe. This coming fall. I'm picturing right now. So here we go. Look for that one this fall, coming this fall, soon to be released. Now, this next one I wrote about a friend of mine. She happens to be a bartender at an establishment down in San Diego, and one Sunday night I'm sitting on stage, and it's pretty dead in there on a Sunday night in the wintertime, and she's bartending, and I just kind of wrote a song about her. Here's this one's called Belle the Bartender right here. She's pouring me one more round. She's always there to hear me out, a therapist without doubt. But I wonder who she vents to. I wish I knew. She's Belle the bartender, opening up, closing down, the best bartender in the whole damn town. She's Belle the bartender. When you need a friend again, settle down, fill her in. Belle the bartender. People, they all come and go. Sunday nights are a little slow, but it doesn't get her down. She paints a portrait when she gets home. Little do the patrons know there's another Picasso running around in their town. I bet they'd be proud of Belle the bartender, opening up, closing down, best bartender in the whole damn town. She's Belle the bartender. Need a friend again and again. Settle down, fill her in. She's Belle the bartender. She opened it up and closed it down. Best bartender in the whole damn town. She's Belle the bartender. You need a friend again and again. Settle down. Tell Belle the bartender. Opening up, closing down. Best bartender in the whole damn town. She's Belle the bartender. You need a friend again and again. Settle down. You need a friend again and again. Settle down, fill her in. Belle the bartender. All right, that song's about Belle the bartender right there, y'all. So this next one here was the EP title, and it actually got played on XM Radio on the Tom Petty channel. Our good friend Steve Ferroni played this next song as a single, and we sure do appreciate him doing that. And like I said, it was the title track from our EP released last year. You can find it on Apple Music, Spotify. It's called The Search for Something Good right here. When you're in the back, story time with Dad. What took me so long? The lessons that I learned, the bridges that I burned. It's a tough pill to swallow. somehow I know life isn't meant to be so much more than a party. If I love with everything I have, take the happy with the sad. I will live the best life I could. On search for something good. Search for something good. All right. That was called Search for Something Good. You can find that on Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. We got one more tune left, guys. One more tune left. And like I said earlier, I wrote a lot about the town I moved to out here in California when I first moved out here. This one's called Coast Highway for Oceanside right here. Another Oceanside song for those watching from Oceanside. The story of me, stranger than any movie that I didn't see between me and who I wanted to be. Some sidetrack sideshow, right bottom on the floor. The story of me is just behind the door, just behind that door. Lost in space, driving down the coast highway. Losing faith, thinking about it every day. I'm lost in space, driving down the coast highway, and I don't know where it goes. Driving down the coast highway. The sun goes down, high back on the merry-go-round. The sun comes up, and I'm feeling up the cup. Think I let it down. Lost in space, driving down the coast highway. I'm losing faith, and I'm thinking about it every day. I'm lost in space and driving down the coast highway, and I don't know where it goes. Remember me, I ain't the man I used to be. I saw the end, and I saved myself from falling again. Remember me, I ain't the man I used to be. The story of me is not just history. not, stick around. There's going to be an interview coming right on up. You don't want to miss it. Thank you, guys.
Here, we are ready, and we are about to get down. Oh my goodness. Let's just jump right into it. First of all, we want to say thank you guys so much for being here. That was amazing. You guys just did an amazing set. If you missed it, do yourself a favor, go back and watch it again, because that's the beauty of the internet. It ain't going nowhere. Right? I mean, if it does, I think we're going to have some major problems. Yeah. Let's start with the man to my left. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Joe. I'm originally from the UK. I live here in San Diego.
All right, and what brought you out here?
My wife is from here. So, yeah, met her 12, 13 years ago and ended up
in the UK, on vacation out here,
in the UK
vice versa?
at first, and then we met and it was long distance, then I moved out here.
Oh, she got you to move, huh?
Yeah, it's not a bad place to be.
It's not exactly, right? And it's always nice to spread your wings a little bit,
Yes.
so that's cool. Awesome, man. Well, we're blessed to have you. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
Moving on to the man himself.
Trey Hill from Shelby, North Carolina. Originally spent many a years in Nashville, almost 20 years in Nashville, and I've been out in San Diego in the Oceanside area. I'm going on 5 years in on Thanksgiving. So
It's pretty new.
I know, yeah,
It's
fairly
pretty
new. Still
What
using
brought
maps.
you-
Still using
What
maps.
brought you out here from Nashville?
I met a girl and needed to get that also, and then I needed to get my stuff straight, and then it needed a change of pace. So
There you go. Move by the beach. Right?
Exactly.
And slow it down.
Live by the
move with
beach.
the waves.
Oh yeah,
you know?
absolutely. So yeah, love it out here.
And that's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
You know? It was worth the move.
It was very much so. Very much so.
Awesome. Thank you again for being here.
Thank
sir.
you guys for having us. We appreciate it, Wildcat Guitars. Thank you guys.
All the way down at the end.
Oh, I'm Jim Reeves. I'm originally from Kenora, Ontario, Canada, and moved down here years ago and met the love of my life, and we're having a great
looked
life
back,
down
huh?
here in Southern California. Yeah.
Looks like
call this-
nobody's local here today.
We call this the Trey Hill Trio, but in the cars, in the rides all the time on the road, I'm like, hey, we should call it Trey Hill and Legal Aliens.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Well, it's awesome that you're all here. It's super cool that you all met each other from very different backgrounds.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
Beauty of music.
You got some awesome weapons in your band, and you guys got an awesome front man who's just doing everything you want to do out of a front man. You know? That's awesome. Let me ask you, my friend, what's some of your biggest musical influences?
Oh, anything with a great groove.
That's right.
It was funny because Steve Ferroni came and sat in with the band a couple of months ago, and I had the chance to tell him how much he meant to me because back in the day, my sister gave me an Average White Band record for Christmas, and that was an eye-opener for me for learning to groove and just what feels good.
Right.
And and I got to tell Steve that he opened the door and turned on the lights.
Big influence,
For
huh?
me. Yeah, it was a great night. Yeah, we really enjoyed it, and that's what
They say not to meet your heroes, but sometimes it works out.
it was great. And that's what close to the door is. Just anything that feels great. Yeah.
That's what we like to hear. What about moving on down?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. I listened to all kinds of stuff. So growing up, I listened to country a lot and country music. 90s country, 80s country was amazing. But I would say if I had to pick a few, it'd be Tom Petty, number one writer. I write songs every day. I try to create music, and so I love the creators. And I think
Tom Petty was definitely there.
Tom Petty.
I mean, I don't care if you don't even like him. There's a song of his you do like.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't even
absolutely.
realize it was him. Wait, that was Tom Petty? Like, yeah.
Absolutely. John Mayer would be another one. I saw his guitar over there. I like Mayer. I mean,
That's a Juan Mayor. That's not a John.
Yeah.
okay.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. I saw
Juan
the video.
Mayer.
He stole my
He
image.
stole everything. The truth
out to Juan
will
Mayer.
set you free, you know?
Right, we're in the fight for justice.
But yeah, John can write a song. He's attention span, so that's how I write.
That's how the world's going, man. You gotta catch someone's attention in 30 seconds, so
yeah.
they're skipping on to the next thing, you know?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, great solos, great everything. You guys
thank you
really,
so
really
much.
killed
Thank
it.
Thank you. Similar to Trey, like I have a bunch of different influences. In the bands I was in when I was younger, I was always like the youngest player, so there was always people like ahead of me telling me to listen to Steely Dan, The Police, Toto, all of that. Just great
drummers. Yeah. I was about to-
It's like Jim. But I've always loved great guitar players. I listen to Pink Floyd, so Dave Gilmour and those, obviously Toto as well. But there wasn't any country in the UK growing up. But I've learned a ton of it in the last 10 years, and I'm really enjoying it.
And how long you been out here?
12 years.
Okay, dang.
So,
That's awesome, man.
country
It
is-
must be different, though, you know?
We got you going now.
Countrified.
Yeah,
Getting you used to it, that rustic sound.
Yeah, but it's all kinds of influences.
Well, I know you've been playing on our house kit tonight, but what do you regularly play on?
I play Vessel drums.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
Preston's local guy. His drums are incredible.
Really great drums,
And,
great drums.
And I was playing one of his snare drums tonight, the mahogany. It's a beast. And I play T cymbals, which are from Istanbul. So yeah, they just have endorsements with those guys, and I just love to promote them. I love playing their stuff. It's just incredible sound.
You sounded great, man. Hopefully our kit did you justice. To us, it sounded amazing.
Great. Sounded great.
Yeah, it sounded amazing. You're really killing it back there.
Thank
yeah.
you. I appreciate it. It's easy to play with these guys.
So, say the Vessels, is that the dream kit, or just...
Yeah, no, I met him when just really soon after I moved out here. I was at a studio similar to this, and he was demonstrating some drums for a bunch of different players.
Oh, you scored
And,
then, eh?
Yeah, I had just landed my first US national tour, and I played his drums, and I was just like, these are incredible, you know. And I did a little just jam session with one of the other drummers, and then got chatting with him. And he called me the next day, Preston, the builder, and he said, "Hey, can you take one of my kits on tour? I want you to play my drums." And I was just blown away.
I think I can do that.
I've played them solely for the last 10, 11 years. Like just
Good get, Preston. Good get.
yeah, you're a legend.
Yeah, Vessel's the shit. Everybody knows that around there. They really are. They're
Yeah,
local. They're cool. Preston's a really good guy. So that's awesome that you
Yeah.
guys met, especially so soon from you coming from someplace so far.
Yeah,
That's
it
pretty
was
awesome.
just
Meant to be.
Meant to be. Yeah, exactly.
What about yourself, brother? What were you playing on tonight? A couple of toys
Yeah,
there, huh?
Telecaster, Fender, American Standard, run of the mill,
Can't go wrong.
90s.
Can't go wrong.
And then Gibson Deluxe Les Paul, Custom Deluxe Les Paul, sort of newer. Fractal, I don't have any endorsements, so I'm not going to talk on them too much. Fractal pedalboard Axe 8. It's just easy seeing. You got patches, you can just dial in.
Your setup's pretty solid.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
Your mic stand plugs into it.
Yeah,
I think that's the first one I've seen. That's pretty dope. He's like, I know exactly where that goes.
Yep. Absolutely. I tell people we're the easiest band to get on and off stage. We make audio guys' lives hopefully nice.
It sounds great. It's like, you mean me sound amazing. I'm asking for a raise.
Diodario strings, I would like to shout them out. Diodario strings and Bellis Audio ears. Me and Joe and I are using the Bellis Audio ears.
There you go.
But yeah, I've been with Diodario for years and years, and love their stuff. So
were those one of your dream guitars, or what is your dream guitar? Just next on the bucket list, man.
I don't know.
All guitarists never want what they have.
A really old 335 would be awesome. Old school. I don't know. I used to have so many guitars, and now you go through the changes and getting older, and I've got a little studio now, and it's like I kind of want one of everything, just so you never know, like that part's gonna come up, you're like, hey, I need like a 12-string Rick or a baritone, you know what I mean? Like you always need like one of everything.
It's amazing how so many guitars have so many different personalities. Like it's
absolutely.
I've had friends be like, dude, I just picked up a round guitar. Now you're playing something incredible. Like, where did that come from? It's like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
It
inspires you.
It's just like, the tone in this guitar just made me do something.
Yeah.
And just like, oh my, it's
absolutely.
Yeah. So guitar players aren't crazy.
Yeah.
They need 50 guitars, right? Especially when you start honing your talent. Like, no, I need all these 50.
Yeah.
Need them. It's not like
Christmas, birthdays. Just get us a guitar, and we'll be come here. To Wildcat Guitars. There you go.
Awesome, brother. What you playing on tonight?
Oh, that it's a Fender 5-string that was made in a custom shop in 1990, and then nothing good happened to it. Nothing good happened to it after that. After a while,
the owner who had
the preamp conked out, and so then I started putting in other things, and now it's a work in progress. I'm still chasing, the setup and pickups and basically everything. It's not my favorite bass, and I have.
But then, what are you looking for?
Well, I don't know. I'm looking. I'm looking to fix.
Just know you got an artist discount at Wildcat Guitars. Now that you've played here, everyone gets an artist discount. Just FYI, it don't go nowhere. If you're in the market, I know a place you can get some.
Nice. And my favorite bass is one that I bought years ago. It's a 77 Fender, and then I have another one that's a 61 reissue stack knob, and that comes out once in a while.
How many basses do you have?
5.
Yeah, I think that's a good amount, especially for a bass player. I think we all talk about
Most they got their first one,
and that's it. It's like I got my starter, and then the one I really, and I'm good. While guitar players have 50 guitars plus, standard,
half step, whole step.
Bass players like I got my 2. I'm happy. Awesome. Let me ask you guys this: where can we find your music?
So Trey Hill Tunes, TreyHillTunes.com. Trey Hill Tunes.
Okay.
Just go there. There's a music page. You can also just go to Apple Music, Spotify. I mean, wherever you get music.
YouTube.
All
you
of
have
them.
your own website?
I do. TreyHillTunes.com.
Trey Hill Tunes.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
And I just sent everybody to the website. You can see the shows that are coming up. Read a little bio about me, and kind of, everything is TreyHillTunes.com, but Apple Music, Spotify, all the ones.
Well, you brought it up. What shows do you have coming up?
Oh man, we got a busy weekend. We got tomorrow night in Carlsbad at Park 101.
Nice.
I moved here from Nashville, so we do a good amount of country music. So tomorrow night in Carlsbad, we're doing. It's mainly all country. It's called Dukes and Boots at Park 101. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then I've got a little acoustic gig on Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. at Stone Brewing, Kettner, downtown. And then Stone downtown, Kettner, Little Italy.
Gotcha.
And then Saturday night we're at Old Crow in Huntington Beach. So we've got a busy weekend. Yeah.
All right.
But you can always find our shows at TreyHillTunes.com. We got a.
What are your social media handles?
At Trey Hill Tunes. I try to keep it all.
So Instagram, Facebook,
everything. Yep. TikTok, everything's Trey Hill Tunes. TreyHillTunes, like songs, tunes.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Perfect. Well, again, we want to give a big shout out. Thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you
being
for
here.
having us, man.
You're
We appreciate you.
absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
You guys are a great pro crew here.
So you definitely want to see them live. So you definitely want to go check them on their website, follow them on their social medias, because if you can't get enough of this like we can't, you definitely want to see them live. It's only going to get better. They got new music coming out, new shows coming up. You don't want to miss it. Do yourself a favor, follow and subscribe. And we want to give a big shout out to Wildcat Guitars, James Hood Guitar, for everything you do. Big shout out to Aztec Brew for keeping us hydrated all night long. And until next time, we are out of here. Internet peace.
Thank you, guys.